Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to make a ring in needle tatting. And I already have my needle threaded, and I'm using size 10 crochet thread with a size 5 needle, and I'm using the Handy Hands tatting needles this is the pack that has 4 different sizes of needles, and I will link the needles I'm using and the thread in the description below, so check that out. And to get started, you're going to want a tail of thread. The longer the tail, the easier it is to detangle, but also the longer it is, you don't have to change it very often. But I'm just going to use a short tail. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold the thread up against the needle with your right hand. And in tatting, there's only one stitch, the double stitch. And how you make it on needle tatting is what you're going to do is take this thread that's coming from your ball of crochet thread in your left hand, and you're going to wrap it around your finger clockwise, and then you're going to slide the needle under the thread towards the tip of your finger, and you're going to take the loop of thread off your finger onto the needle, and you're going to tighten it up against the thread you are holding up against your finger like that. That is the first half of the double stitch. And for the second half, what you're going to do is, instead of wrapping the thread clockwise, you're going to wrap it counterclockwise. And you're going to point your finger, you're going to have the point of your finger pointed towards your body, and then the same as you did before, you're going to slide the needle under the thread towards the end of your finger, slide the thread off your finger on the needle, and tighten it up against the other loop. And that is how you make a double stitch. That is your first stitch. That is the only stitch you use in tatting, the double stitch. And you will have, in tatting, there's usually just the double stitch, and you will have picots, but I will show you how to do that in a minute. But that is how you make a double stitch, and to repeat the process. And now I'm just going to repeat that. For the first half, wrap it clockwise, slide it off, and tighten it up against the other stitch, like so. For the second half, counterclockwise, slide it off, tighten it up against the stitch, and now I'll have 2 double stitches. And you're just going to repeat that I'm going to do 6 double stitches, so I need 4 more. So first half, second half, first half, second half, first half, second half. And now that I have 6 double stitches, I'm going to make a picot. And to make a picot, what you're going to do is you're going to do the first half of your double stitch, and instead of tying it up against these other stitches, I'm going to tighten it where there's about 1/4 of an inch, where it's about 1/4 of an inch away from the other stitches. And now I'm going to do the second half of the double stitch, and then just push that up against the other stitches, and that little loop there is the picot. If you can see, yes, that little loop is called a picot. And now to finish the ring, I'm just going to continue making double stitches. I'm going to do 5 more double stitches, a picot, and then like your 6 more. So I'm going to have 6 picot, 6 picot, then 6 more double stitches. So I'll do that real quick. And I will say, if you're just wanting to start tatting, that needle tatting is the easier of the two, because there's needle tatting and shuttle tatting. I do them both. Shuttle tatting is my favorite, but it is also harder to do. So if you're a complete beginner, I would recommend starting with needle tatting. I need my picot. Okay, so I have my 6 double stitches, a picot, 6 more double stitches, a picot, then the last 6. So in a pattern, this would be written 6-6-6, or 6DS-6DS-6DS. And okay, So I have this. Now to make this into a ring, what you're going to do is you're going to slide the stitches towards the threaded part of the needle. So what you're going to do is you're going to slide them off on this thread. You'll want to make sure that your needle is threaded, because if you just slide them off, that's just going to undo all your stitches. So slide it off. Okay. And right here, before this goes all the way through, what we're going to do is we're going to take the needle and go through this loop of thread. And we're going to tighten it all the way. So this is a ring. Now what you're going to do, you're going to flip the ring over and tie a knot. And see, as you hold it like this, and as you flip it over, these two threads cross. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your needle and go under this loop of thread and make it into a knot. Or you could just tie it, depending on however way you want to do it, but you'll tie it into a knot, and that secures your ring. And that is how you make a ring in needle tatting. And be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more crafting content. And I have more tatting tutorials on my YouTube channel if you want that. And I will be doing some more in the future. So thank y'all all for watching, and I hope I taught y'all something new.